So good morning friends, welcome to Raj Malhotra IAS. So guys, here we are about to start the session. Just give me a minute. I will be sharing the link. The link has been shared. चलिए, so Rohit, Anshul, Chetu, Vicky, Anu, good morning. So we'll wait for just 1 or 2 more minutes and then we will be starting this session. 1-2 मिनट के अंतराल के बाद हम जो है इस सेशन को शुरू करेंगे. चलिए, so let's start this session. Let's see what exactly is there for us. So here we are going to start with this statement by Plutarch. He says that mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. What exactly does this mean? It primarily focuses on the part that information gathering is not sufficient. Okay, we do gather information in our life. This lecture that I am conducting, I am also providing information to you. Then it is saying that mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. That you should know how to use this information. Using the information is important. That's the education aspect. So you need to know the difference between information, knowledge and education. This difference is really important. Now information means there will be flow of information. I am telling you something, you are reading some book. Okay. Knowledge means that you know the application of that particular information, that you know how to use that particular information, कि आप जानते हो कि इस information का use क्या करोगे. Education is using that information, that knowledge in your life. That's the practical application of that knowledge. जो practical application है आपकी life में जो चीज़ें बदलेगी, that's the important point, and this is what we call as education. उसको बोलते हैं education. There comes the importance of your mind, that we have to use our mind. We have to use our mind so that we can produce good result for us. It's a fire to be kindled. All the creativity that will be there, it will come from your mind. जो भी creativity है, and I am telling you this thing, if you look into the present existence of the system of, you can say, humanity, each and everything is the creation of human mind. Natural nature ने हमें बहुत कुछ दिया है. Human existence is based on nature. But if you look into things in detail, okay, अगर आप उस चीज़ को थोड़ा डिटेल में जानोगे, you will find that it is the humanity. It is the humanity, or you can say the creativity of human mind which is making this world. So this world that is around you is the creation of human mind. This is what you have to understand. This is what the Plutarch is saying, that you should not focus on just bringing in information in your mind. You should also know how to use that information so that you can produce right results for you in your life. Same is applicable in the UPSC as well. Now we read a lot. We read a lot. People will keep on gathering notes and notes. बहुत सारे notes इकट्ठे कर लेंगे, बहुत सारी books आ जाएगी. Lot of information will be there. Okay, this is the information age, internet age. People are using internet for their preparation. lot of information is bombarded, but the point is this: you need to use your mind to first of all identify which is the relevant thing for you, and then you should also have the ability to use it in your exam. This is the important aspect here, and this is what you need to learn. यही आपको सीखना है throughout life. Okay, and you have to understand that human mind has a very big potential. बहुत बड़ा पोटेंशियल होता है ह्यूमन माइंड का, इफ यू आर टारगेटिंग इट इन अ राइट डायरेक्शन. अगर आप वाकई उसको सही डायरेक्शन में टारगेट करते हो तो ह्यूमन माइंड का पोटेंशियल बहुत ही ब्रॉड है, बहुत जबरदस्त क्रिएशन लेके आता है ह्यूमन माइंड. दैट्स द पॉइंट हियर. ओके, सो गाइस, आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू वन मोर थिंग. So we are coming up with another, you can say, course for current affairs. So I will be taking up those particular classes, and the point is this: there are a lot of things which might not get covered in the Hindu or in other parts. So in this current affairs course, we will be taking up things in detail. The Hindu session will remain as it is, but there are few things that we may miss in the Hindu. So those backward and the forward linkages, that is more important for your exam. We will be offering those things, we will be providing those things to the students who are enrolled with us in this particular course. And the point here is this is going to help you in your holistic preparation, not just in prelims but as well as in mains. The course, the fee structure of this particular course is also quite affordable. It's a monthly, you can say, subscription course, and 999 rupees. Okay, rupees 999. This is the amount that, this is the fee that we are going to charge. It's a monthly fee. If you are not satisfied, you can discontinue it. Okay, but here in this particular course, we will be providing detailed, you can say, exam relevant information, facts, analysis, understanding to you. We will be covering the Hindu. So the Hindu will be covered. Okay, I am already taking it. The Hindu abhi chal bhi raha hai, to uske alawa there are lot of things that you need to know in detail, because the Hindu session is of 1 hour and sometimes it is not possible to cover all the aspect. You have to cover the whole newspaper. Now this course is going to be there for both offline and online. So if you are located in Chandigarh, you can definitely connect with us through offline mode, and online mode definitely it is going to be there. The price remains the same. Students who are already enrolled with Raj Malhotra IAS, who are already there in the GS course, foundation course, for them the fees is 499. Okay, it is more reasonable for them because they have already, you can say, given their fees. So for them it is 499, more, you can say, concession that we are giving, discount that we are giving. Now the Hindu will be covered in detail. Other point is this, we will be looking into Indian Express newspaper as well. So कुछ भी आपका छूटना नहीं चाहिए. The point here is this: you need to understand, UPSC has not said that we are making our paper from the Hindu or Indian Express. UPSC ने ये तो आपको नहीं बताया ना कि हम न्यूज़पेपर में से पेपर बना रहे हैं. They have just mentioned GS. So GS related content, wherever it is there, okay, in the newspaper, in the media, in the market, that is all relevant for you, and we will be facilitating it for you. We will provide you a whole thing in a, you can say, in a proper documented form. You will get prelims related practice question, you will get mains related practice question. आपको prelims और mains के practice question भी मिलेंगे, and this is the fee structure. Now along with this, we will be providing you the monthly analysis of Yojana and Kurukshetra. Okay, so these two magazines are very important for our preparation, and we will be providing monthly analysis for Yojana magazine as well as the Kurukshetra magazine. Okay, so this is how we will be operating, and this course will help you a lot in your preparation. Again, I am telling you this thing, this is the fee structure that we have. And one more important thing I would like to mention: you can comment about your interest regarding this particular course. So don't forget to comment about this thing. For any query, please do put up a comment, like in the comment section of this particular video. So this is what we have. Okay, so Anusri is saying, sir, I am not getting a lot of resources, I am followed only NCERT, your channel, for current affairs. Okay, it is sufficient, but I am telling you this thing, there are a lot of things that are still left out. For that, this course is going to be really very effective and helpful. Anshul, sir, if opted for this course, there will be need to attend your free Hindu analysis too. See, free Hindu analysis is not going anywhere, it is going to be there as it is. वो चीज़ नहीं जा रहा है, but I am taking up the Hindu and I am telling you that I am going to provide something extra in this particular course. हिंदू से ही थोड़ा और अंदर जाके करेंगे ना चीज़ों को. There are lot of things that you need to know. कहानी क्या चल रही है, एडिटोरियल आया, उसका बैकवर्ड लिंकेज हमें मालूम ही नहीं होता है. So those things will be covered here. Okay, and the timing for this particular course, like 10 AM will be the timing. Okay, so every day it is going to be there. So it will be a daily class that will be there for you. And we are starting this particular course from 12th of October. So 12th of October is the starting date for this particular course. And again I am telling you this thing, 10 AM will be the timing for this particular course. So those who are having their class at 11, they can definitely attend this course and later on they can continue their class. Okay, so this is what the schedule is going to be. So 9 to 10 the Hindu is going to be there, and then we will be looking into this particular course, but this course will be available for those students who are enrolled with us, who are taking admission here, and this is the charge that we are going to, you can say this is the amount that we are going to charge. So try 999, okay, for students who are not enrolled in the GS course in Raj Malhotra IAS, and 499 for the students who are already enrolled. Chaliye, so yes, it will be affordable, it's a minimal charge. So 999, like it's not, it's the effort that we will be putting in will be a lot. We will be putting up a lot of effort. You will be getting a document, each and everything will be arranged for you. Okay, so this is what we have, and so let's move to the today's session. Let's see what exactly is there for us. आज की अखबार हमारे लिए क्या खास लेके आई है. आज मुद्दे पे आते हैं सीधा अब. Okay, so this is what we have in today's session. I am in presidential race to strengthen the Congress. Okay, so Mallikarjun Kharge is saying, see, the point is this, it's all political, it's about the Congress party. Here there are few things, that we have to understand. Now things are being plotted in media, and it is said that Mr. Kharge, he is a candidate from Gandhi family. Okay, he is a candidate from Gandhi family. Now the point is this, if these things are going to stay in Congress, what's the point of having these elections? What's the point of having these elections? So we wanted to have democracy within the party, and it is important as well. Party के अंदर democracy होना बहुत important है. Intra party democracy is really important, but it should be visible in the true sense as well. सिर्फ election करा देना ये चीज़ ठीक नहीं है. Even after election, if dominance of Gandhi family of dynasty, you can say of dynasty, is going to be there, then what's the point of having this intra-party democracy? It will be just an eyewash. It will be just an eyewash. So we have to wait how things will turn up here, but definitely this is what is there in media. ये चीज़ media में चल रही है. Speculation है, coffee table talks होते हैं कि भी मसाला है कि that he is a candidate from Gandhi family. It means that there are high chances that he will be elected. This is what the point is. So if this is the scenario that still there is going to be a dominance of a family, then what's the point of having this election? So it is just an eyewash. That's the point here. So well, let's move to the other news that is there on front page. Okay, so आज कुछ खास आया नहीं है, but still we'll try to find out कि क्या है यहाँ पे. चलिए, so देखते हैं और क्या चीज़ है. So okay, yes, 125 killed in Indonesia football stadium stampede. Okay, see, the point is this, riots started during the football match. Now this news is important for us. Why this news is important for us? This shows the present human mind, how we are thinking, what are we doing here. We need to ask ourselves. So basically it started with the riots. Okay, पूरा मामला शुरू क्या हुआ? Riots. There was a football match going on, and fans for a like the supporters of one particular club, they started targeting others, and it was a very small thing initially. Okay, but you need to understand one thing, like everything should be in limit. Now if you have a fan following, if you have a passion for the football sport, it should also be in limit. अगर passion है तो passion भी limit में होना चाहिए. We should not be blinded by these things. Okay, We should not be blinded by these things. Now sports, if we see, sports is a very unifying force. Sports brings the people together. Sports जो होता है वो लोगों को साथ में लेके आता है, डिवाइड नहीं करता है. But here people are killing each other in the name of sports. That's the problematic part. This is what the wrong things are going on. Okay, so it shows where are we going in a wrong direction, कितना wrong हम जा रहे हैं यहाँ पे. So passionate होना is a right thing. Okay, we need to be passionate, but we need to, we know we are not supposed to be blinded by it. आप passionate हो, you are enthusiastic, you are emotional about certain things, it's fine, it's justified, but you need to have control on yourself. We need to have emotional intelligence. That's the important part here. Okay, we need to have emotional intelligence. It is going to be helpful for us in different areas of our life. आप blindly किसी चीज को follow मत करो. You need to have control over yourself. You need to have control over your emotion, your passion, your energy. Otherwise, this is going to be the outcome. That's a disaster. So you will be a disaster for yourself as well as for others. This is what is happening. So the Hindu is saying that at least 125 killed. Now the number is more than 175. 175 से ज़्यादा number है यहाँ पे. That's the point here. So being passionate is important, but that should also be in control. हर चीज़ control में रहे तो ज़्यादा सही रहती है. So let's move to the next part. आगे देखते हैं और क्या खास है. So here on this particular page there is nothing much. कुछ खास नहीं है. Directly we'll move to the editorial section. सीधा editorial section में चलेंगे. Okay. Let's try to find out what exactly is there on editorial. देखते हैं editorial में क्या है हमारे लिए. Okay. So चलिए. So today's editorial is हाँ जी. Choose safe surrender over infant abandonment. So this is the important issue that this editorial is discussing. Choose safe surrender over infant abandonment. See, the point is this, it's a really, you can say, horrific thing that parents are abandoning their child. There are a lot of instances that are reported in India where parents, after giving birth to the child, they abandon the child without even caring about the health safety of the child. There are instances where child has been found in dustbins. जो है बच्चे मिले हैं डस्टबिन के अंदर. This is the, you can say, wrong proposition of humanity. ये चीज बहुत खराब है. So here this editorial is looking into some aspects that what exactly is the reason why parents are, you can say, abandoning their child, because without identifying the reasons we won't be able to deal with the problem. तो सबसे पहले reasons को ही देखेंगे कि क्या कुछ reason हो सकते हैं. Before that there are some statistics that are available. Now this particular issue, okay, that is abandoning the child, this is important for you. This can be covered in questions related to the child rights, okay, or you can say child related issues. Now if there is a question on child related issues or child rights, please do mention it that this is one of the problem that parents are abandoning their child. तो पेरेंट्स जो हैं वो अपने बच्चों को अबैंडन कर रहे हैं. ओके, abandoning their child. There are less chances that specific question will be asked on this thing, but it can be included as a component, as a problem, as an issue, that what's the reason why parents are forced to abandon their child. वो चीज आपको यहाँ पे अलग से mention आप कर सकते हो अपने आंसर में. Now there is this data that is available. So NCRB data, it shows that no less than 709 criminal cases of exposure and abandonment of child under section 317 of Indian Penal Code were registered last year. It's a very less number. 709 क्रिमिनल केसेस रजिस्टर हुए हैं, ये तो रजिस्ट्रेशन है. What about those things, those cases that have not been registered, उनका क्या होगा यहाँ पे? Okay, so this is the point here. Now there are some provisions under Juvenile Justice Act. So no case is registered when a child is surrendered to the Child Welfare Committee. Abandon करना मतलब छोड़ के चले जाना, एक होता है surrendering. आप चाइल्ड वेलफेयर कमेटी को बच्चे को दे के जा रहे हो. ओके, that is considered as to be quite valid thing, and no FIR registered, no FIR is registered under this case. This is what is there as per Juvenile Justice Protection of Children Act 2015. So Juvenile Justice Act के according, if the parents they are surrendering their child, then there is no such problem. उसके अंदर problem नहीं है. But you need to understand why parents are abandoning their child. Now there are lot of things related to this. Okay, तो इसको अगर हम थोड़ा डिटेल में देखें, so you will find that biological parents, okay, they are giving up their child due to multiple reasons. One could be the financial reasons, भी financial reasons हो सकते हैं, that they are not that well off to take care of that child. उनके पास इतना पैसे नहीं है तो कि बच्चे की वो ख्याल रख सकें. Okay, this could be one reason. Other reason could be many. One of the reason that is being pointed out here is this, like abortion related thing. Now there is stigma attached to abortion in India. Safe abortion practices are not available in some cases. So the child will be born, and there are chances that child will be abandoned, because if the child is surrendered, अगर surrender होता है तो they will keep a complete check भी किसने surrender किया, कैसे surrender किया. But here, because of the stigma attached to the, you can say unmarried pregnancy, the woman might have to just abandon the child. That's the point here. Other point you can understand is related to the patriarchy that is prevailing. Now India have this preference for male child. Okay, we are living in a country where you have preference for male child. Male child के लिए preference यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा है. Now in this case, if the baby is girl, parents they may dump her. These are the problems. Now these are the mindset problems. Governance अपनी जगह है, mindset social change लेके आना वो अपनी जगह है. The point here is this: the social change related thing might take some time. Okay, so if you want to say that patriarchy or preference for male child ये एकदम लॉ बनाने से चला जाएगा, so it is not going to happen. इतनी जल्दी चीजें ठीक नहीं होती हैं. ठीक है जी, it is going to take time. वो चीज जरूरी है. But whatever is there, whatever legal help, legal assistance that the government can provide, it should be done. Whatever measures that government can do, it should be done. Okay, so you have to encourage parents to surrender their child. Instead of abandoning them, you have to encourage that if they don't want to keep the child, then at least they should surrender, because surrendering the child will address multiple issues specifically related to the safety of the child. बच्चे की सेफ्टी और हेल्थ जो है उसका पूरा ख्याल वहाँ पे रखा जाएगा in that case. That's the important point here. So this is what we need to facilitate. Okay, so destigmatize करना है आपको first of all. Now I already pointed out that unwanted pregnancy, this could be the reason. Okay, breakdown of relationship, lower socio-economic status, both parents are not well off. Okay, drug addicts, alcoholics, these are the cases which are there in the society. So you have to deal with them with special care. Okay, recently the Supreme Court has taken a liberal interpretation of the Termination of Pregnancy Act. Okay, and section 3 2B of the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, it was amended. The word married woman has been replaced with any woman and husband with partner. पहले सिर्फ husband mention था, अब partner mention है, because things are changing in the society. Society में changes आ रहे हैं. Okay, people are getting together. So in that case, termination of pregnancy between, you can say, pregnancy of 20 weeks to 24 weeks, that will be allowed even if the woman is unmarried. This is the point here. So it's a very, you can say, liberal interpretation. So we need to have this type of mindset to deal with this problem. Okay, without having a liberal interpretation, we cannot deal with this problem. So this is the point. This is the point. Another point is this: other major reason for abandonment of the child is lack of awareness about law. Like, parents are not aware about surrendering of the unwanted child. They think that FIR will be registered against them, they will be, you can say, charged for this thing, and it will be considered as a crime, कि इसको एक तरीके से crime माना जाएगा, उनके against charges frame होंगे, there will be punishment, this and that. So that's the problem here. So it is important that we address these particular things. सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है कि इन चीज़ों को हमें address करना है. So without addressing these things, things cannot be improved. Okay, तो ये चीज़ सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है यहाँ पे. So we'll move to the next editorial. So next editorial is pointing towards UK is staring into the economic abyss. Okay, so there is a, you can say, emerging economic crisis in UK. Now the point that I am making is this economic crisis is not just confined to UK. Whole Europe is dealing with this. Okay, and it is being said that in Europe recession might be there, कहीं ना कहीं recession आएगा यहाँ पे. Okay, economic growth will slow down, stagnation will be there, inflation will be very high. Okay, inflation बहुत ज़्यादा है, economy grow नहीं कर रही है. Other than that, unemployment and all these problems are going to exist in Europe right now. Now as Europe is majorly impacted, the, you can say, impact will also be visible in US. Same thing is happening in US right now. Inflation is quite high, growth rate is not picking up. Okay, so their governments are facing this particular problem. Now the reason why this type of problem has emerged, so I told you about this thing, this is the outcome of Ukraine Russia war. ये कहीं ना कहीं Ukraine Russia war का outcome है, because Ukraine Russia war has created this problem, this mess. Now whole Europe is dependent on Russia for their energy safety, energy security. अपनी एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी के लिए वो पूरे रशिया के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट थे. ओके, राइट नाउ नो सप्लाई इज कमिंग फ्रॉम रशिया. आज की डेट में रशिया से कोई भी सप्लाई नहीं आ रही है. दैट्स द पॉइंट. नो सप्लाई इज कमिंग फ्रॉम रशिया. दिस इज द क्रिटिकल एस्पेक्ट. ओके, means supply is there but things are disrupted. Now winters are about to come. When the winters are there in Europe, their energy consumption is further going to increase. जब winters आ गए हैं तो यूरोप का एनर्जी कंजम्पशन जो है वो फिर दोबारा इंक्रीज होने वाला है. Their energy bill is going to increase. The government may have to provide subsidy to the people. अगर आपका एनर्जी कंजम्पशन इतना बढ़ेगा तो गवर्नमेंट को कुछ सब्सिडी प्रोवाइड भी करनी पड़ेगी. एंड दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. In the recent time it has been observed that coal prices are inflating. Coal prices एकदम से बढ़ने शुरू हो गए यूरोप में, because people are buying coal, people are buying wood. Okay, लोग अपनी चिमनियां साफ कर रहे हैं, because there is no guarantee whether gas supply will be there or not. कोई गारंटी नहीं है इस चीज की. This is how thing is. And they are saying that the government in UK has announced that subsidy will be provided to the people, to the household, to deal with the winter. Okay, winter fuel जो भी extra बढ़ेगा उसके लिए government subsidy दे रही है, and that amount will be nearly $60 billion. This is what the additional money that the government of UK may have to spend. Now parallel to this, okay, एक तरफ आप ये देख रहे हो कि government की responsibility increase हो रही है, government may have to give more money. Parallel to that, there is another development taking place in UK, that to sustain the economy, okay, to sustain the UK economy, to sustain the growth को sustain करने के लिए they have reduced the taxes. उन्होंने taxes को reduce कर दिया है. उन्होंने taxes को reduce कर दिया है. This is the important point here. Okay. तो इकोनॉमी को सस्टेन करने के लिए और उसके बाद अब टैक्सेस भी कम करने पड़ गए उनको. नाउ पैरेलल टू दैट सब्सिडी का एडिशनल 60 बिलियन पाउंड का, नॉट डॉलर, पाउंड का एक तरीके से बर्डन आ रहा है. एंड द टैक्सेस हैव बीन रिड्यूस्ड एंड इट इज बीइंग सेड दैट that amount that the government of UK will lose will be nearly 45 billion pounds. 45 बिलियन पाउंड के अराउंड यूके पैसा अपना खोएगा. दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम हियर. नाउ दिस इज व्हाट वाज द पुतिन्स स्ट्रेटजी. ये पुतिन की एक मेजर स्ट्रेटजी थी. ओके, सो दिस इज द पुतिन्स स्ट्रेटजी दैट if winters are going to be there, okay, the consumption of energy will increase in Europe. If the governments in Europe they are not able to address this particular demand of the people, people will protest against the government. People जो है वो protest करना शुरू कर देंगे government के against. And other point is this, in this particular case there will be rise of right wing in the whole Europe. पूरा यूरोप के अंदर राइट विंग का यहां से राइज होगा. दैट इज गोइंग टू बी अ रियली क्रिटिकल थिंग. ये पुतिन जो है, दिस इज व्हाट पुतिन माइट बी प्लानिंग. rise of right wing in Europe means that there will be more, you can say, emphasis on culture. There will be more tendency of deglobalization. ये चीज बहुत खतरनाक है. If these things are the result, then definitely it's not a good sign for the whole global economy. पूरी global economy के लिए ये चीज सही नहीं है. Okay, so this is what the scenario right now, and this editorial was about UK, that there is no clarity how the government in UK will manage all these things. भी अब ये क्राइसिस आ तो गया है, लेकिन ये क्राइसिस मैनेज कैसे होगा इसको लेके कोई क्लैरिटी नहीं है. ओके, एक तरफ टैक्स कट हो रहा है, दूसरी तरफ सब्सिडी बर्डन भी इंक्रीज होगा, and it will be a problematic thing. So we'll move to the next editorial. Next editorial is pointing towards Mahatma Gandhi, the peacemaker. Okay, see, the point is very clear. This is, we are living in an era where war is going on. एक war चल रहा है. So we need people like Gandhi at present who can talk about peace, who can talk about non-violence. Okay, जो peace की बात कर सकें, जो non-violence की बात कर सकें. So that's the important message. So Gandhi is very much relevant in the present time. Now we know that Russia has invaded Ukraine. Okay, it's a very major threat to the peace of the world. पूरी दुनिया के लिए एक खतरा है यहाँ पे. Many believe that humanity will never attain peace. That is also going to be a major, you can say, challenge. लोगों को ये भी लगता है that this war may escalate to something new. The way things are turning up, nuclear war का एक तरीके से nuclear threat का एक डर बना हुआ है, एक threat बना हुआ है nuclear war का, that is going to be a challenge. So many people, they are believing that, you can say, peace will never be attained. But we all know that peace is the result of a long process. You need to facilitate compassionate dialogue. Okay, ये सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. People need to be compassionate about things, and at present there need to be a compassionate hand to deal with this crisis. So India एक वो role play कर सकता है. We stood by the, you know, Gandhian values, and we can teach these things to the people, to the world. This is what the point is. Okay, now when we talk about Gandhi, how Gandhi considered peace. Gandhi ji के according peace क्या था? So Gandhi ji considered the problem of peace as ethical and not political. That it is not just required for, you can say, political solution to the existing problems. ये एक ethical aspect है. Ethical aspect means that it is important, it is relevant for the existence of humanity. That if people are directed or moving towards the unethical path, then that's not a right thing, because that will lead to the, you can say, end of civilization. अगर सब लोग unethical हो जाएं, सारे देश एक दूसरे के साथ लड़ने लग जाएं, so the humanity will be destroyed. Okay, whole humanity will pay the price for that, and this is what the focus is about. So गांधी जी बात कर रहे हैं not just about the peace, it is about, you can say, the ethical aspect of peace. It's not just you have to come up with the political solutions. आपको ethical aspect भी समझना जरूरी है. Clear है? So here the point is this. Now Gandhi ji has written one thing. He is saying that when you have to choose between cowardice, okay, and violence, भाई कभी कभी कोई ऑप्शन नहीं बचता और हमें लड़ना पड़ता है अपने लिए. सपोज फॉर सेल्फ डिफेंस एंड ऑल, यू मे हैव टू फाइट. आपको अपने सेल्फ डिफेंस के लिए लड़ना पड़े. सो फॉर, if you have to choose between cowardice and violence, then Gandhi ji is saying that he is advising people to go for violence. डर के नहीं बैठना है, लड़ना पड़े. if you are fighting for the right cause, then it is fine. if you are fighting to defend yourself, then it is fine. If you have to fight for helping the vulnerables who are in danger, जो लोग danger में हैं, जिनको खतरा है, if you want to fight for them, then it is fine. उस हिसाब से बिल्कुल ये ठीक है, उस हिसाब से बिल्कुल ये ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है उसमें, ठीक है जी. So he is saying that, but when it comes to choosing between non-violence and violence, he says that non-violence is more superior. Non-violence is more superior. Okay, that you have to try your level best to avoid violence. Now we can directly quote, you can say Mahabharata here. If you remember this thing, now before going for a war, before starting a war, you can say against the Kauravas, Pandavas, they tried their level best to avoid the war. So even they were ready to, you can say, like survive, or they were ready to end this crisis by just having 5 villages. 5 गांव भी अगर कौरव दे देते, so the Pandavas, they were quite happy with that. So you need to try your level best to avoid violence. हर चीज पे violence को avoid करना चाहिए. That's the point here. And other point is this: forgiveness is really important in our life. Now forgiveness is the show of strength. सही मायने में show of strength क्या है आपका? वो है आपकी forgiveness. Forgiveness is the show of strength. That's the point here. Okay. So if you are forgiving someone, that doesn't mean that you are weak. If you are forgiving someone, that doesn't mean that you are weak, that you don't know how to fight and all. It is a show of strength. It shows the magnanimity of your character, that your personality, your character is magnanimous. बहुत बड़े हो आप अपने आप में. This is what the point is about. Okay, that you are magnanimous within yourself. That is what you have to understand. वो चीज आपको यहाँ पे समझनी है. Clear? So we'll move to the next editorial. Now next editorial is pointing towards, like, there is violence going on in Iran as well. Iran में भी violence हो रहा है. Okay. So this editorial is mentioning about the reasons. क्या है ऐसा कि लोग ईरान में protest कर रहे हैं? So there are few developments taking place there. There was this incident where a girl, she was charged for dressing up inappropriately. Okay, that girl, she was charged for dressing inappropriately. Dressing inappropriately means she was not wearing scarf while moving out. Okay, she was not wearing scarf while moving out, and she was charged. She was beaten by police in Iran and she died. Cardiac arrest से वो मर गई lady. Okay, that was the triggering point of this particular protest. So these protests that are going on in Iran right now, वो एक तरीके से triggering point था, and it was a major thing. It was a major thing. Okay. Now the lack of adequate political freedoms, the absence of gender equality, and recurrent economic crisis have frequently triggered the protest. Okay, these are the reasons. Now Iran की अगर हम history की बात करें, Iran had a, you can say, Islamic revolution. Iran had a Islamic revolution. वहाँ Islamic revolution आया था. Clear? After that, you can say it is considered to be important to teach people the Islamic values, and there the government force people to follow this thing. Islam, you can say Iran is not a secular country, it's an Islamic country. It is quite clear there. Okay, and the government, it uses the force to basically force people to follow the provisions of Islam, teachings of Islam. This is what happens there. And here and in Iran, basically there was a mandatory provision related to whenever a woman is moving out in public place, she has to wear scarf and other, you can say, requirements. पूरी requirement पूरी करनी पड़ती है. This is what people are fighting for. They are fighting for their civil liberties. They are fighting for their rights. They are fighting for their political freedoms. And this is not the first time it is happening in Iran. Multiple times these type of triggering events do occur. So at present, at least it is said that 100 people they have been killed. इस पूरे violence के अंदर 100 लोग मारे जा चुके हैं. Okay, so that's why it's a challenging thing in Iran. ये एक major problem है जो ईरान में कहीं ना कहीं हमें नजर आ रहा है. Clear? Now we'll move to this particular, you can say, explained page. अब सीधा जो है explained page पे आते हैं. So these were the editorials that we covered here. ये सारे editorial हमने cover कर लिए हैं. Okay, so this is what we covered here. Understanding the Durga Puja economy. So you can read it on your own. इसके अंदर कुछ मतलब exam related कुछ खास ऐसा नहीं है. The point is this events, the festive season in India, it plays a really important role to push our economy. Okay, हमारी economy को push करने के अंदर बहुत help करता है. And it is said that the overall value, if you look into the Durga Puja ceremony, it is nearly 25,000 crore. Okay, so 25,000 crore के around जो है ये amount इस time पे लोग spend करते हैं. And this is an important thing because here, like this much push is important specifically for creating more employment opportunities for vulnerable section. कि अगर आप vulnerable section के लिए और employment opportunity create करना चाहते हो तो ये push एक important चीज़ है. Okay, this is what the point is about. This is what the point is about. तो ये चीज़ है, we already covered this. Okay, so directly we'll move to the explained part here. Now the rise of far right in Italy. Now again I told you about this thing. This is not just the concept which is there in Italy. In other parts of Europe as well, the right wing is really gaining the strength. Right wing primarily they call for, you can say they support the cultural superiority, they fight for the cultural values and cultural rights. Okay, उस चीज़ पे मेजर इनका फोकस होता है. They are a bit conservative regarding the opening up of society. ठीक है ना, they are a bit conservative regarding opening of the society. So this is what is going to be there in Italy right now. So ये चीज़ यहाँ पे हो रही है. And I told you about this thing, it is not confined to the Italy. Okay, in other parts of the Europe as well, this is what is coming up. Now the new, you can say, the party which has gained power there, that is Brothers of Italy. Okay, it's a far right party and they have to deal with major crisis situation, specifically handling the economic scenario as well as to look into the COVID. Okay, कोविड के साथ डील करना है, इकोनॉमी को संभालना है, एनर्जी सेफ्टी इज अंडर मेस राइट नाउ. ओके, एनर्जी क्राइसिस इज गोइंग ऑन. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स. नाउ देयर इज अ मेजर प्रॉब्लम दैट इज वेरी पिक्यूलियर टू द इटली कि भी ऐसा हुआ क्या कि ये फार राइट पार्टी वहां पे निकल के आई. वन थिंग इज दैट द एग्जिस्टिंग पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज दे आर नॉट एबल टू डील विद दीज प्रॉब्लम्स. इफ यू रिकॉल दोज डेज, इटली के अंदर बहुत सारी डेथ्स हुई थी. ओके, इटली में ड्यूरिंग द कोविड टाइम बहुत सारी डेथ्स हुई थी. So the party which was there in power, it was not able to help people at that time. People will definitely look for the alternative. लोग जो हैं वो alternative देखेंगे. Okay, and people will find out that the existing parties they are not able to improve their life. So let's give a chance to the new party. कि जो existing parties हैं वो कुछ कर नहीं पा रही हैं तो एक नई पार्टी को ही chance दे देते हैं. Okay, this could be one of the reason. This could be one of the reason. Now the point here is this: there is a, you can say, problem of political stability in Italy. Now, since your World War II, Italy had, you can say, Italy had nearly 65 governments. 65 governments बनी हैं. कितनी सरकारें बनी हैं वहाँ पे? That's the point here. Political instability is there in Italy. Okay, political instability is there, and sometimes people they think that we are fed up with this instability. Let's give a clear mandate to this party. Okay, कि भी देखते हैं ये लोग क्या कुछ नया कर पाएंगे. ठीक है ना? That's the reason. Okay, that's the reason, and this is what is happening in Italy right now. So ये चीज़ कहीं ना कहीं इटली में चल रही है. Okay, so we'll move to the next. And again this is also the explained thing, what happened to the Nord Stream. Now there were 4 leakages that were, you can say, reported at different points of Nord Stream pipelines. So you need to know that, like Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2, these are 2 pipelines basically which connects the European parts. सो यूरोप की जो मार्केट है, जो एनर्जी मार्केट है, ओके, उसको कनेक्ट करता है रशियन ऑयल फील्ड से, रशियन गैस फील्ड से. ओके, रशिया के जो गैस फील्ड है. एंड दीज पाइपलाइंस दे प्ले अ रियली इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन, यू कैन से, ट्रांसफर ऑफ गैस पाइपलाइन एट अ वेरी इकोनॉमिकल, यू कैन से, रेट. बहुत ही सस्ते में जो है ये वहाँ चली जाती है. नाउ द पॉइंट हियर इज दिस, what happened, what led to this thing? So there are two theories. One is blaming other. Okay, एक दूसरे को blame करने का काम तो चल ही रहा है. Ukraine is saying that this is like a terrorist act. Already the European countries they have reduced their dependence on Russia. कि सिर्फ 9% के राउंड वो अपना गैस का रिक्वायरमेंट रशिया से ले रहे हैं. ठीक है, एक तो ले बहुत कम रहे हैं. Other point is this, Nord Stream 2 was completed, Nord Stream 2 was constructed and completed, but it was not having the commercial operation. उधर commercial operation start नहीं हुए थे, but that was used primarily to store the gas. Gas उसमें थी, commercially उसको exploit करना शुरू नहीं किया था. And if this leakage is taking place, there will be, you can say, it can lead to another type of crisis. ये अपने आप में एक नए level का crisis लेके आ सकता है. That's the point है. Chances of fire will increase, fire का chance increase होगा. Okay, this is what the point is. Other point that they are coming out is this, like who is to be blamed for this right now? किसको blame करें? Is Russia responsible for this? Because that gas will be there in the atmosphere. Now greenhouse gas भी काफी ज़्यादा होती हैं उसके अंदर. Okay, there can be pollution added to this. So the point is this: do we have any mechanism? Do we have any mechanism to deal with this type of thing in the future? ये तो सिर्फ Nord Stream pipeline Russia, Ukraine और Russia, Europe के केस में है. Now India is also investing in some pipeline networks. We are also exploring pipeline networks from Turkmenistan to India, from Iran to India. And the point is this: who will address the safety of it? That's the challenge. अगर ये Nord Stream के अंदर लीकेज हो सकती है deliberately, so the pipeline network that we want to establish, okay, what about the security and safety of that? उसकी safety का क्या होगा? ये सवाल हमें यहाँ पे करना है. That's the important point here. Okay, that's the important point here. This is what we have to understand. तो ये news थी यहाँ पे. Okay. Before moving ahead, I would like to address some of the doubts. So Siripad Raja is saying, if the crisis is happening, why right-wing parties emerge? Why not left-wing parties emerge? Okay, see, left-wing parties were already in power. People were fed up with them. People have tried them. People have given multiple chances to them. अब वो कुछ नया करना चाहते हैं. This is the point here. Okay, कुछ नया करना चाहते हैं, and these right-wing people, they will come out with the slogans and all कि हम तुम्हारी life को improve कर देंगे, and they will bring in the element of nationalism. Okay, तो एक nationalism वाला element जो है वो right-wing लेके आएगा, and this is how people are pumped up, and the way things are turning up, life is difficult, economy is not in good shape, unemployment हो रही है, तो आपका डायरेक्शन डाइवर्ट भी किया जाता है कि अब नेशनलिज्म देश के लिए करना है, जो करना है, जो दर्द झेलना है वो देश के लिए झेलना है, दैट टाइप ऑफ थिंग. ओके, दिस सिनेरियो इज इमर्जिंग. चलिए, सो योर अदर डाउट इज दिस: हाउ कैन फॉरगिवनेस इज स्ट्रेंथ एंड नॉट अ वीकनेस? सी, द पॉइंट इज दिस: फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, फॉरगिविंग समवन. नाउ फॉरगिविंग समवन इज नॉट एन इजी टास्क. यू हैव टू विन ओवर योरसेल्फ. आपका मन करेगा, पीपल हैव ईगो. ओके, people have ego, and that ego will ask them to not to forgive others. So first point is this: you have to win over yourself, and that's the most difficult thing. किसी और को forgive करने से पहले आपको अपने ऊपर जीतना पड़ेगा. That's why it's a strength. It takes lot of effort that you win yourself first. You have proper control over your thought, that you are not carried away by the external factors. कि बाहर से लोग कुछ कह रहे हैं और आप उसको रिएक्ट करोगे. दैट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. फॉरगिव देम. एटलीस्ट what can they do? Okay, at max what can they do? What will be the consequence? What will be the consequence if you have no fear of defeat, death, being killed in your mind? No one can do any damage to you. Then forgive others. माफ कर दो, because you end up wasting your thought, your mind, your energy on someone. If you are not forgiving someone, you will be thinking about revenge, this and that. आप अपनी एनर्जी वेस्ट कर रहे हो, किसी का कुछ नहीं बिगड़ता है यहाँ पे. That's why to forgive others, first you have to win over yourself. पहले तो खुद को जीतना पड़ेगा, because मन को मनाना पड़ता है ना. Human nature, like we may have ego, हमारे ego आएगा, हमें बोलेगा कि नहीं माफ करना. That is going to be a challenge. Okay. So is it clear, Siriprad Raja? Is it clear? This doubt is clear to you? चलिए, so let's move to the next news that is there related to, you can say, one address. Just give me a minute here. Okay, I will be opening up. चलिए, तो अब आगे चलते हैं, देखते हैं और क्या खास है. Okay, so this explanation has been done. Yes, nobody can doubt India's feeling for Afghan, says S. Jaishankar on student visas. Okay, so this issue was prevailing, like students, they were demanding for visas, they want their visa to be extended. There are students who are already there in India. There are people who are, you can say, coming from Afghanistan to India, specifically the minorities there. Okay, तो अफगानिस्तान में minorities की जान को खतरा है, and they are now thinking to come to India. So Sikhs and Hindus, they are thinking to come to India, and for that reason they are seeking some help from the Indian government, that at least what they can do, they can expedite the visa process. भी ले दे के visa process के जो है, जो भी delay है उसको आप ठीक कर दो. This is what this news is about. Okay, this is what this news is about. See, the point is this: Afghanistan is important for us because we do share border with Afghanistan. We do share border with Afghanistan. That's the point here. Okay, or the point is this: what was the India's policy? India's policy was the soft power. When we talk about India's Afghan policy, soft power was one of the important elements, that we wanted to win over hearts. We wanted to win over hearts. Okay, दूसरों के दिलों को जीतना पड़ता है. This is what our strategy was, and this is the reason why we were providing them assistance in the form of, we were establishing, you can say, social infrastructure in Afghanistan, social sector, health, hospitals, skill development centers. ये इंडिया कर रहा था वहाँ में. And people of Afghanistan, they do consider India as an important partner, despite having a Taliban regime there. Taliban का regime आ गया है, but still people are, you can say, they have this thing in the mind that India is a helpful country, India is a friendly nation. Even the Taliban, they recognize this thing. So right now we need to facilitate people, minorities who are facing threat in Afghanistan. Okay, क्योंकि आप अपना goodwill waste नहीं करना चाहोगे. Even if you have to engage with Taliban for that, there is no problem with that, there is no issue with that. This is what the point here is. Okay, so we'll move to the next part. आगे चलते हैं. Now this is the news that you have to understand. So we were, you can say, about to conclude the free trade agreement with UK, and there is this, you can say, like a group has come, a committee has come. They were pointing towards few things, the problem that they faced while investing in India. देखो, हम लोग शोर बहुत मचाते हैं ease of doing business को लेके, but there are problems that are existing as it is. So business houses from UK who want to invest in India, जो investors India में invest करना चाहते हैं, they said that we are frustrated with legal, regulatory, other processes that are there in India. They say that we want to invest in India, we want to expand our operation. बहुत सी firms इंडिया में काम कर रही हैं और अब आगे जाके अपने काम को expand भी करना चाहते हैं. India is a very good opportunity, very big market, but they do face multiple problems. लेकिन काम इतना आसान नहीं है, इंडिया को समझना थोड़ा मुश्किल है. Okay, so they say that like there is a major problem related to land acquisition. Regular delays are there in custom clearance. Custom clear नहीं मिलता है, land acquisition नहीं होता है. अब देखो प्रॉब्लम क्या है. They don't understand this thing. Land is a state list subject. Land हमारे यहाँ पे state list subject में है. It means that state government have the prime responsibility to go for the land acquisition. First thing is this: different states, they have different performance. सब लोग एक साथ अच्छा नहीं perform करते हैं. There are some states where the provisions are really very effective. They are having that expertise to take up things at a very faster rate. Okay, बहुत जल्दी से चीज़ों को grasp कर लेते हैं वो. ठीक है, this is one part here. There are states which are falling behind. वहाँ पे अभी भी development अच्छे से नहीं आया. Governance is a major issue. They are, these people who are ready to invest in India, they are not accustomed to the corruption. Okay, उनको corruption खेलना नहीं आता. But here in India, governance is a very major problem, and their departments are still dealing with issues like corruption. अब देखो point क्या है for the Japanese investors. Okay, for the Japanese investors, Government of India has facilitated a special cell. एक special cell बनाया है प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स ऑफिस के अंदर, पीएमओ के अंदर. ओके, कि जापान से जो इंडिया में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहते हैं, इफ दे आर फेसिंग एनी प्रॉब्लम, दे कैन डायरेक्टली, यू कैन से, कनेक्ट विद द पीएमओ. अब मोदी जी सबके लिए तो ये नहीं कर सकते. व्हाट विल यू हैव? लाइक यू विल हैव अ स्पेशल सेल फॉर पीएम, फॉर जापान, फॉर यूके एंड फॉर अदर इन्वेस्टर्स. नो, इट इज नॉट अ राइट स्ट्रेटजी. द फोकस दैट वी नीड टू हैव इज ऑन the ease of doing business. In true sense, we have to carry out reforms. ये जो ease of doing business है, ये reform करना बहुत जरूरी है. That's the important point here. ये सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है. Ease of doing business. Ease of doing business. How will we do that? Now, in means these people, investors from UK, they are complaining about this thing, that there are a lot of regulatory, you can say, issues that they face. They have to comply with multiple regulations. Okay, delay hota hai, cost increase ho jata hai, like specifically in areas which are there in concurrent list, jaise labor, environment, food, personal care. Okay, these issues are there in concurrent list, so they have no clarity that with to whom they have to, you can say, come in contact with. कहाँ से permission लेनी है, state government से लेनी है कि center से लेनी है, इस चीज को लेके उनको problem है. And they are asking for this thing, that please reduce these red tapeism, please remove the complexity of rules that are there, simplify the whole process. They are ready to comply. उनको कंप्लाई करने से कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट उनको सिंप्लीफिकेशन चाहिए, इंक्लूडिंग द टैक्सेशन सिस्टम. टैक्सेशन को लेके भी सिंप्लीफिकेशन चाहिए. ओके, रिलेटेड टू रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन एज वेल, दे नीड सिंप्लीफिकेशन. सो ये प्रॉपर सिंप्लीफिकेशन उनको चाहिए. एंड लाइक इफ आफ्टर द सिंप्लीफिकेशन डेफिनेटली प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी. ओके, बट इन हाउ मच टाइम आर वी गोइंग टू ब्रिंग दिस रिफॉर्म, दैट इज ऑल्सो क्रिटिकल. Today they have registered their complaint. If your government is silent for say another 2 years, आप वो opportunity lose कर दोगे. Investor आपके घर पे बैठा है invest करने के लिए and you are not facilitating him. That's the problematic part. This is not the right approach. Specifically in the times where you can say global economy is in mess. जितना पैसा आ रहा है, जो आ रहा है, थोड़ा थोड़ा ही आ रहा है, उसको आप use करो. Deal, eliminate these problems. Okay, take up these things on priority. Bring reform, simplify the process, simplify the paperwork. That's the most important point here. Then only we can, you can say, provide employment to the people. तभी हम कोविड से भी अच्छे से लड़ पाएंगे, because after effect of COVID is really haunting the economies of the world. पूरी दुनिया के अंदर ये प्रॉब्लम चल रही है. Okay, this is what the point is about. तो आगे चलते हैं. So other than that, on this particular page there is nothing much, कुछ खास नहीं. Okay, on the other page as well, पूरा पॉलिटिकल चल रहा है सब कुछ, तो हमारे लिए कुछ खास इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है ये. Okay, so there is this problem that is being pointed out in this particular point. Like they are saying that new education policy prescribes no language, state can choose. Okay, so it provides state the freedom to choose the language of instruction the way they want. So it appears that it is in line with the democratic principles कि आप freedom दे रहे हो states को कि वो अपने हिसाब से choose करें. Okay, and this is the decentralized model. So from that angle it's a good thing. Okay, it's a good thing that is going on, but the point is this, do we have any timeline within which the new education policy is to be implemented? क्या कोई timeline है जिसके अंदर ये इसको implement किया जाएगा? नहीं. Is there any timeline which talks about updating this new education policy? Because 5 years, 10 years down the line, it need to be relooked. उसको review तो करना पड़ेगा ना, relook करना पड़ेगा whether it is achieving the results or not. That's the point here. Okay, this is what we need to understand. So Telangana scoops the Swachh Sarvekshan Gramin 2022 award. Okay, so this is what you need to understand. देखिए, whenever we talk about the debate between cooperative federalism and competitive federalism, okay, see, the point is this, competition is important and it's a right thing. Competition among states for social development. Competition in states for social development. It's a good thing that we are coming out with the ranking that which state is doing better. So here this Swachh Sarvekshan Gramin 2022, Telangana has ranked first. Okay, now this is important for your prelims. अपने prelims के लिए आप इसे download मतलब note down कर लीजिए. And after Telangana, Haryana was placed second, followed by Tamil Nadu. Okay, so this is how things were. So first was Telangana, next was Haryana, and third was Tamil Nadu when it comes to cleanliness in rural areas. काफ़ी अच्छा ये एक चीज़ है that you are encouraging states to do better and better. Okay, so that sort of competition is good. This is an example of competitive federalism कि which state is doing better to improve the social life, okay, to improve the standard of living of the people. From that angle, this thing is absolutely right. Okay. Other thing that is associated with this is that like we are further coming out with something called open defecation free plus. That open defecation has been achieved. Now the focus is shifting to technical problems like solid and liquid waste management. अब मामला थोड़ा और आगे जा रहा है कि भी ओपन डेफिकेशन तो हो गया, अब अगला फोकस जो है हमारा है सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, स्पेसिफिकली इन रूरल एरियाज. समटाइम्स इट इज डिफिकल्ट. हाउ मेनी सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट प्लांट्स आर यू गोइंग टू एस्टैब्लिश इन रूरल एरियाज, बिकॉज हाउस होल्ड्स आर स्कैटर्ड, घर दूर दूर होते हैं, कितने प्लांट लगाओगे, प्रॉब्लम आती है उस चीज को लेके. समटाइम्स इट इज नॉट इकोनॉमिकली वायबल. So there, for the solid waste management in rural areas, you have to innovate, you have to think out with something new so that you can implement it, otherwise implementation will be difficult. This is what the point is. ठीक है जी, तो ये point थोड़ा difficult है. So again we'll move to next. This is what it was. Okay, so we'll directly go to the international page here. Now Ukrainian troops press on after taking back strategic eastern cities from Russia. So I already pointed this thing to you that Russia has declared those 4 areas to be part of Russia right now. It has been officially declared. This thing is there. Basically, Russia has done this to exercise the legitimate right, okay, legitimate right to use nukes. कि भी अब जरूरत पड़ गई न्यूक्लियर वेपन यूज करने की, तो कुछ legitimate right तो होना चाहिए. Now those areas have been declared as part of Russia. Russia can claim that to defend our territory we are using nukes. हम किसी के against नहीं जा रहे हैं, we are not targeting others territory, we are using it only to defend our territory. And the point is this, they can use the tactical nuclear weapon. Okay, अब ये जो tactical nuclear weapon होता है, it is basically a small grade nuclear weapon. एक छोटे grade का nuclear weapon होता है. ठीक है जी, बड़ा धमाका नहीं होगा, छोटा धमाका होगा. You can target a military contingent with that. Pakistan is also working on it, so Russians definitely they will have it. So this is what the point is. They might use it, but in this scenario the response of NATO will be really interested. Now NATO क्या करेगा उसके अंदर बात उस पे आती है, but this is what things are right now. So other than that there is nothing much on this particular page. Okay, at the end I would like to again you can say point out about the new initiative that we are coming up with. So basically it is the ignited current affair analysis course. So here we will be dealing with the different aspects, different requirements of your prelims as well as mains. Okay, prelims और mains दोनों का ही यहाँ पे अलग से ख्याल रखा जाएगा. ठीक है जी, whatever is required we will be taking up those things and I will be taking up those particular classes every day. Okay, every day at 10 AM we will be conducting these classes and it will be starting from 12th of October. So 12th of October को ये जो है बैच आपका स्टार्ट होगा. So again fee structure I am telling you. So monthly fee is 999. Okay, 999 is the monthly fee. You will be getting document, you will be getting some question, practice questions and all. सब चीज़ आपको मिलेगा. So people who are already enrolled with us, students who are already part of Raj Malhotra family, for them it is 499. उनके लिए 499 है. Clear? This is what the point is. Okay, so please feel free to connect with us. Those who are interested, they can connect with us on this particular case as well. So that's it for the day then. Thank you very much.